Before Nathan's experience, the only knowledge I have of cyberbullying was through my own studies and my online college classes. Ironically, about 2 months before Nathan's experience, one of my assignments was to write a paper about the psychological aspects of the bully and the victim, ways to identify signs and symptoms of cyberbullying, and to develop an understanding of how laws differ from state to state in how bullying and cyberbullying is addressed. Without this very timely assignment, I am not sure that the outcome we achieved with Nathan would have been as successful. Through that assignment, I learned of horrific accounts of teenagers who committed suicide after losing all hope of relief from cyberbullying. Parents were devastated, communities were torn apart, and school campuses were rocked with the events that went on seemingly unidentified. Most states now have legislation passed to attempt to address cyberbullying, but it places the primary responsibility on schools. The logic behind this is that addressing this threat has to start somewhere, but in reality, kids are in school only a few hours of the day. Cyberbullying is a 24/7 threat. If anything, the school environment serves as a temporary barrier because the kids have less access to smartphones and other media during class time. Because Nathan is a trusting person by nature, he inadvertently left open one of his social media accounts, Formspring, something with which I was only a little bit familiar. Nathan was attending a school basketball game, and I had a few quiet moments at home to check email and other things on the computer. I saw his page open and became curious. I've always understood that it's important to have a general knowledge of what your child is doing on the internet and what is acceptable and unacceptable. I had no intention of being nosy, but this new website needed to be explored. I was genuinely shocked to learn that Nathan may be targeted by an anonymous poster threatening to physically harm him. Formspring was a relatively new social media site established to allow well-meaning people to post questions anonymously to learn something about their friends, but were hesitant to openly ask. It was intended to be a fun thing, but obviously could develop a heinous side to it as well. I called my daughter to ask if she knew anything about what was happening with Nathan, and she confirmed that she was aware of those threats. She had no idea who it was, but confirmed that Nathan was concerned about it. Having my fears confirmed, I called my husband, who was on the way home from work, and asked him to pick up Nathan from the basketball game to bring him home. I asked him to make it very clear to Nathan that he was not in trouble, but there was a problem that needed to be addressed right away. Nathan showed me all of the other posts from the person who was threatening him, and told me there was no way to identify who the person was. Fortunately, from my studies of cyberbullying, I learned in that research that every keystroke into cyberspace leaves a fingerprint that can be traced. We knew something had to be done. Nathan then expressed a little hesitation, saying that if we pursue it, things would only get worse. So I left that decision up to him, encouraging him to let me pursue this to help him, the person who was threatening him, and to help others who may be threatened by this person as well. And he did. I work with colleagues who are affiliated with the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children and had visited their facility several years earlier. While touring their site, I learned that they have sophisticated tracking measures they use to trace and apprehend pedophiles and other internet stalkers seeking to victimize children. Remembering that visit, I contacted them the next morning for guidance. By the end of the day, I was contacted by our local police department, who actually had a cyber crimes unit. Not many police departments have this. He interviewed Nathan, was able to successfully trace the threats to the computers used, and ultimately identified the person threatening Nathan. He addressed it quickly and aggressively. From that experience, I learned that parents can never be too observant of their kids' internet activities. Having a good level of communication is crucial. Establishing a safe haven. Make sure your child knows that he or she did nothing wrong. This is vitally important in keeping them safe. I'm not suggesting that parents should snoop through their kids' social media exchanges. I am saying that parents' relationships with their kids must be strong enough to permit the occasional look and see without threatening privacy and personal growth. Being a teenager has always been very hard. With every electronic evolution, I believe this becomes exponentially more challenging for teens. As parents, we must be there to help guide our kids through this part of their lives.
I'm the real Taylor Hillridge. I'm the real Taylor Hillridge. And I don't know why everybody hates me so much. But maybe I do. Because now I hate me too. And right now, I really don't see the reason for trying. Or for talking. Or for breathing. Just done. So that's it, I guess. Pick up the phone, Taylor. Pick up the phone, Taylor. Taylor? This is Chris. It's Samantha. I think something's wrong with Taylor. She posted a video online and now she's not answering the phone, and I'm really freaking out.
Samantha, slow down. I can't understand you.
I think she's trying to kill herself.
Oh, my God.